All right. Testing 1, 2, 3. Let's verify that we have audio on our clips. Okay, so Twitch works. YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Let's see if we can hear you. Looks like YouTube's working. A little bit behind, but yeah, it always is. And then pump is confirmed, so shall we begin? Although I'm getting something over here. Nope, not there. Just imaginary. Alright. Phone's down. So, yeah. Shall we begin? Okay, Last Caretaker. Picking up from where we left off last night. Getting ready to yeet a human into space. Yep, aboard the Sparrow reusable rocket. Gonna do that today. Hopefully we can get all the fuel, oxygen, other resources figured out, consumption, that sort of thing. So let's hit continue and load up the game. Alright, we got the NDI source. Why is... Huh, there's an overlay missing on my OBS. That's curious. I don't know what's going on with that. Let me check stream over on here. Yeah, that overlay seems to be missing. It seems like the game is frozen while we're loading up here. Okay, if I click on my name, it should take me to my profile, yes? Ground control, elements gallery. Right, stream elements. What have you done with your website that I cannot? There it goes. Game is still frozen, so we're working on some stuff here. That is all fine. Okay, so activity feed. Man, the game is really hanging right now. Just trying to load. All right, dashboard. Yeah, we understand. I see that. But I want to see streaming tools. Maybe that's what it's overlays. Yeah. Why is it not showing up? Question mark. Is the game working? Nope, still not working yet. Turn that on and off. How about this? Oh, there it is. How did that get turned off? Okay, so it's fine. You really didn't need to log into Stream Elements, but yeah, odd. Oh well. The game is still lagging big time. It's just, wow, look at that picture. All grainy. Looks like it's low resolution. I don't know what's going on with this computer. This game is suddenly not working like at all. I might have to reboot this computer. Which I had done previous to starting up the stream, just in case anything I was doing this morning, this afternoon was, clogging up system cache or anything. This is just objectively like, what is going on with this game, y'all? All right, gonna have to kill it. Shut down the game. Alt F4, y'all. Okay, we'll reboot this. See what we can get out of it. Meanwhile, while that's rebooting, this rolling a bit. That's something in the background at least. Well, how's your Tuesday going? Tuesday. Alright. There's the Windows queue that's all going. Load up all of our various tools we use to monitor performance, temperature, etc. Okay, screen capture. Send that over to the NDI source. It's loaded there. Get this. Try it and try again. What do you do? Okay. Hopefully that audio should be coming through. Got that down over there. And let's try again, shall we? Okay. Loading into the game. Let's see what we got. It does tend to take a little time to load up since it's early access, but what happened just a minute ago? That wasn't working properly. Pretty messed up. So hopefully the reboot, restart gets us sorted out, and we can get back to playing the game. Yeah. The audio stopped. Hmm. Oh, we got some audio back, and we got some, whatever this is. Oh, it's the backup terminal. It's starting to glow. Getting some more game audio, sort of. Background audio, we can hear the ship subsystems just kind of making noises as this slowly fades in. Like, slowly fades in. I wonder if there was an update recently that borked the game. Or some other update. I mean, it was yesterday. We were playing just fine. Everything was working. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Vern? Still waiting. Moving the mouse around, trying to get something out of this. It's so weird seeing this low resolution graininess going on. Looking at our feet. No audio. I suppose it is, folks. What is going on with the game? And was there an update or something last night that I might have missed? I can hear windmills turning, but not much else. I don't hear any water. music after loading went away. Wow, this is the worst that I've ever seen it. I don't know what's going on with the game. I was really hoping to play today. What happened? Like when stuff doesn't work, it's kind of annoying. You know what I mean, Vern? Like I'm not even going to bother moving again until I see that power line over there from the solar panel. Until that smooths out and cleans up, like there's no sense of me even trying to like look around or move or anything. Like what is going on with this game? And in the top left corner, it's showing 20 frames per second, but there's no way this is 20 frames per second. All right, let's hit escape on the menu. See if we can pull up options or anything here. No? Yeah, there's no way this game is doing 20 frames per second right now. Kind of bananas. I can't even get the menu to pop up. If you can see in the top left corner, I don't know if this resolution you can see the numbers, but it's taking 1 second to render per frame, it looks like. 1002, 1016 milliseconds, 1024, 1029, 1033, 1056, 1021. Yeah, like I can't even get the menu to pop up, like if I hit escape. That's a problem, y'all. Like, hello? Computer? Ah, yeah, let's pull up the resource manager and see if there's anything going on here. Task manager, so voyage, hardware monitor, and 2 gigs of memory. GPU, memory, CPU, system memory. See nothing in here. Ethernet. Why are we sending massive amounts? 245. Oh, that's going over to here to the streaming computer. How you doing there, Granny 444? Welcome on in. Sorry, I've been trying to troubleshoot what's going on with the game here. Computer looks fine. But the game clearly is not. Like, this is just all over the place. I don't know what to do with this. This was working fine yesterday. Huh. Like I can't pull up the menu at all in the game. I hit escape, nothing's happening. Oh, there we go. Okay, so options. Let's take a look at some things. Video, full screen 1080, 60 FPS, performance enabled. Like, okay, nothing's changed here. Graphics, turned off, motion blur, graphics quality is on low. Oh my gosh, really? The challenges of early access games, right? You just gotta figure it out, I suppose. Yeah, why was it working fine yesterday, but not today? Like, somehow it broke. See if I can bring up the inventory at all. Saying my average FPS is 30 point something. It keeps changing. There's no way. What is this? Come on. Game. I rebooted the computer, restarted the game. Look at the performance again. CPU, like, that's all fine. GPU is not doing anything, apparently, which is obvious, because the video on this is just absolutely shot. Alright, let's just tank that. NVIDIA, do we have any updates on the drivers? They should be all up to date. Tuesday, November 4th. Huh. But we've been playing the game since then. Have I not downloaded this update? That's weird. I mean, November 4th, that was a while ago. I could have swore I had done updates since then. Alright. Well, that computer is getting redone. Let's install that. Also, can I check on my library here? Downloads. Completed November 14th was the last update on The Last Caretaker. So that was, I mean, today's the 25th, so yeah. That was updated on the 13th. Fortnite was updated on the 19th. Yeah, there's like nothing, no reason for why that should be doing anything there. These are all scheduled for some other time. I don't know. Very strange. Anyhow, just waiting for this. Finish updating. Like literally sitting on the Windows desktop here, updating the NVIDIA GeForce drivers. It's been the same usage, CPU and GPU as when we were in the game, which is just wild. Like nothing has changed. It's just the game was doing weird things and not working. So I don't know. Anyhow, we're downloading the GeForce Game Ready driver, version 581.80, released on Tuesday, November 4th. That was a voting day. I did vote. Well, what do we do now? We're just gonna hang out, look at stuff, wait. Well, let's put some music on in the background. Maybe something will happen. I guess I can go get some more hot water for my tea. I don't know. Still here. Still waiting on this update. Oh, screen just flashed. Maybe you heard that little blip come through. Okay, we're about 75%, 80, 90%. Jumped through. Okay, graphics driver installation has finished. Close that. Let's reboot the computer again. See if that fixes the issue with the game. Not sure why I'm having to do that today instead of yesterday. Like, why didn't we have this problem before? But that's fine. Computers be like that sometimes. Just finicky machines, you know? Messing with stuff. So in the meanwhile, yeah, so objectives for today, if we get the game running, when we get the game running, is to finish loading propellant onto the rocket and yeeting our human into space. The first human that we've made, and then we'll see how the game progresses from there. I'm sure we'll have to go and like find resources and get more resources to make more humans and then send them to space too. I'm just curious how the rocket thing is going. I know it's a reusable rocket. It does say that specifically on the user terminal. So in theory, it's going to come back down, right? It'll take the human to the space colony and then it'll return. Something like that. And then we'll figure it out from there. Okay, once again, loading up. I like to monitor the temperature of the computer just because sometimes it's an indicator on performance. And so far, nothing has been out of the ordinary, out of range. Still within all the temperature envelopes. I did do a slight modification where the vents are, provide better airflow. That actually brought temperatures down a handful of degrees. Nothing significant, but still, take everything we can get, right? Okay, screen capture. That is on. So now, load the game. Try again, right? Try again. Okay, so here we go again. We got music. Okay, press any key. How about spacebar? Okay, continue. Load it up. Get it running. Okay, we got some clicking audio. Something's working. Status bars, inventory, audio. At least now it's being a little more truthful, showing 4 average FPS. It's up there in that top corner for all the performance numbers. What's above me is the mission objectives. And the audio has frozen. More noises. At least the music is still going. But visually, we got nothing here. I wonder what's going on. Music's starting to fade out. Oh, I see it. There's a slight little orange doodad over here. It's starting to glow in. Slowly, like last time. Oh, what was that? I don't know what's happening. Like, the thing disappeared. The music has stopped. I'm not sure what I'm looking at. It looks like a light, maybe, on the roof? Come on, game. You can do it. I know you can. I don't know what's happening. It's stuck again. Might have to change games. I was really looking forward to playing this. So sad. Alright, hardware monitor. Tell me what's going on. Alright, I'm going to try this. I'm going to shut down the NDI. So it should not be streaming from my computer anymore. I'm going to switch back to the game and see if it will function properly or not. Looks like a negative Ghost Rider. It's doing what it was doing before, which is showing a very pixelated, low quality image video. Yeah, it just stopped working today. Working fine yesterday, all the way up until last night. Well, a little bit disappointed. Kind of sad. Um, yeah. Try one more thing here. See what it means bringing up the options menu, if and when that will ever pop up. Right now, it's just waving wildly about the interior of the boat, like what you saw earlier. It's shocking. It's still showing 20 frames per second. Even the average frames per second is showing 20, and it's clearly not. I don't know what to do, chat. All right, I turned the NDI back on to stream from this computer to that computer so you can at least see something of what I'm doing. There hasn't, yeah, it doesn't matter when nothing is working. Trying to escape out to the menu. No. Very disappointed. Such sad. Like, even the animation for the power cord over there is not even moving. For the material. I was going to try changing maybe to windowed mode or windowed full screen, see if that changes anything in terms of the usability. But right now, full screen does not work. I'm just waiting for the options menu to come up. I can't even do anything until that happens to even try to fix this. Yep, I don't know. I've now spent half an hour trying to do this. Ah, the life of game development. Early access for these folks. It's challenging. Hello? Alright, so, what game should we play? If we're not going to play this, what should we switch to? We could do Fortnite. Completely different vibe versus what's going on here. I've enjoyed playing Stranded Alien Dawn, mostly off stream. And it's just like, imagine if you took The Sims and put them on an alien planet and they had to fight for survival against giant bugs. That's Stranded Alien Dawn. You could shoot zombies in World War Z. We could play the Rift Breaker, where you're again on an alien planet trying to survive, but at least you have an exosuit, biomechanical suit for power armor. And yeah, plenty of other games. The fact that I can move my mouse and get it to do this, but spamming the escape key on the keyboard does not get me the menu in any reasonable. Yeah. Tab, T, B for build, skills is U, I is enhancers. Yeah. None of those keys. The keyboard does nothing, essentially. I can move the mouse around, and then you get that weird 1 frame per 10 seconds. Alright. Let's see if Alt F4 works. Sounds like it. Okay. Well, there's that. Okay, so recently purchased, recently played, installed. Time played, interesting. How about you just show me everything that I have installed instead of not sorted anything? Unreal Engine, library. Okay. Division 2, Surviving Mars. Borderlands 3. Borderlands 4 needs an update. Faster than light. Okay, so if we switch up, also on the Steam side, Stranded Alien Dawn, Black Mesa. Battletech, Aliens, Fireteam Elite. What do I just have on hand? Factorio, Fallout 76. I haven't played that in a while. April 15th. Yowzer. Anybody been watching the Fallout series on Amazon? Icarus. We could hop in there and look at some new updates. Kerbal Space Program. I haven't played Icarus since July. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Oh, there's a new lore trailer. There's a butchery bench. Impact frag grenade. I'm behind on Icarus updates. What's going on here? A new fragment grenade that explodes on impact. Look at the upcoming tech tier. E5. New explosive that detonates on impact instead of relying on a timer, making tactical throws quicker and more reliable in the heat of battle. That's always nice. Sneak peek. Okay, so this week, the impact grenade. Upcoming tech tier 5. Next major expansion alongside our weekly updates. And yes, they have been weekly updates for 3 years now. It's extraordinary. Icarus has been such an awesome game. Backstage content as we work on it. Oil extraction and processing as the core base for new tech tier 5. Oil collected from a geyser and processed or generated a cleaner way becomes to core for the new resources, which unlocks tier 5. That sentence doesn't make sense. These geysers will present in clumps and be added to all existing maps when ready. Anyone who was in the experimental at the beginning of the week would have as a very... Come on, guys. That's 2 sentences now that just don't make sense. We need some editorial review here. I have pads on the floor for comfort and standing, so sometimes I get a little messed up. Coming versus a little too early for public testing. Keep checking weekly updates. Next week, butchery bench. Okay, so Icarus week update number 207. 207 updates, y'all. Butchery bench and prime meat recipes. Introducing the butchery bench, a specialized workstation for all things meat preparation. It streamlines breaking down cuts and crafting prime ingredients, making it a valuable addition to any kitchen setup. Notable improvements: fixing biome-related stamina regen, animal threat, exposure resistance, player stats, as in some cases they were not being applied correctly. Fixed an issue where some NPC jump actions were very choppy and rubber banded. Ensure all saddle SK meshes have a basic physics asset for render calling purposes. The butchery bench. A new tier 3 craftable station designed to elevate your food preparation options. Neatly snaps to the existing kitchen bench and biofuel stove, giving your cooking setup a more cohesive feel. With the butchery bench, you can break down prime meats into regular raw meat or combine raw cuts to craft prime variants, giving prospectors greater control over their resources and more variety in their diets. Okay, prime meat modifiers. Also made adjustments to how prime meats function. All cuts granted the same modifier. I gotta mute. Okay. Prime meats can be stacked up to 3 active at a time. Buff, strong, short. Buff length, spoil time. Prime cooked meat, dried prime meat, smoked prime meat. Interesting. Next week, wall-mounted cupboards. It's the little things, isn't it? Critical Mass trailer is live now. I'm thinking we're going to switch over to Icarus. This all looks very interesting. I also have to switch over categories. Okay. Stream settings, update title. All right, save title. I think I will have to stop the other feeds in order to change this over. So, give me a minute and I'll be back.